What's up guys, it's Emily. So today I'm going to be doing a Girl Talk TMI Q&A. I've been wanting to do this for a minute now, and I feel like I've got a lot of good questions that I'm going to be covering in this video today. But yeah, before I get started, give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified with my videos. Comment what you guys think of this Girl Talk TMI Q&A, and let's get this started. Okay, the first question I got for a TMI question, Girl Talk: does too much sex throw off your pH balance? Honestly, I don't think it's all from having too much sex. It really depends like what you and your significant other want. If you guys are into a lot of sex, that's up to you guys. If you guys are pretty balanced and equal amount where you guys are both mutual and understanding about your guys' needs, that's also great. But I think if you start having like a odor or itchiness or excessive, like, I hate to describe it like this, but like cottage cheese like discharge or like anything like that, that means you got an infection. Or like if you're having like sex a lot, you should be using protection. That's my number one suggestion. You should be using protection just to be safe. But also, I don't think personally, I've never really thought about it that way. Like if you have too much sex, it throws off your pH balance. But it really, I personally, I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know. But I'm suggesting that if you have like a weird scent going on down there, like a fishy smell, or like you're having pains in your stomach or your lower back, it's definitely signs of an infection or anything like that. But I definitely don't know if too much sex throws off your pH balance. Certain products also, like if you use in the shower that's like very has a lot of fragrance in it, can throw off your pH balance. So it's not just sex also that could throw off your pH balance, it's also a certain type of soap or things like that. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, next question. Do you think guys care about how much pubic hair their significant other has? Honestly, everybody has a preference of what they like in a female or a male. If your significant other loves you more than hair, I don't think hair and pubic hair should really matter. It really depends what their preference is. They shouldn't be with you if they don't like that you have some sort of hair, or if you don't want to shave that day. They have to respect that also, on how sometimes, females don't have to always shave for to feel comfortable and things like that. Like if your significant other loves you for you, that shouldn't matter. So, yeah. I don't think I do think guys care about pubic hair because of their preference, but it shouldn't be an issue. And if they make it an issue, then I think they're not the one for you, because they should love all of you regardless. Like, a little bit of hair is not going to kill anybody. We all have it, men and women, so it's normal. Your thoughts on sending nudes? Okay. Sending nudes, I think everybody has done that once in their life. I'm not saying everybody has, but I'm pretty sure majority, 90% of people on this earth has sent a nude to somebody and they've regretted it because either they got exposed or they took the photo the wrong way. Now, the only thing I'm going to suggest, my thoughts on nudes, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I also don't think it's a good thing. It's like 50-50 for me, because if you put your face in that nude and you barely know this person, or this person's not your significant other, just prepare yourself that you might get exposed, because that's one thing you should never do about sending nudes. But I'm not against it. Like I said, everybody has done it, so yeah. Is it normal for a girl to grow hair on their stomach? Abso-freaking-lutely. Females have hair everywhere. It is normal for a female to grow hair on her belly or her face, things like that. There's also medical reasons why females sometimes grow hair in places more than other females, and that's normal too. So don't feel some type of way if you have a little bit of hair on your stomach, or if you have a lot of hair on your stomach. Who the hell cares? Like I said, if your significant other or you love yourself the way you are, that's all that matters. I'm 20 and I've never been in a relationship. How do I cope with it? Okay. It is perfectly normal for a person, everybody has a different time and a pace of getting into a relationship, getting into college, getting into anything in life. We don't have like a time limit on when to get in a relationship, when to do anything like that. So I feel like a relationship is not something to rush into. You could be 30 and get into a relationship. You could be 15 and get into a relationship. You could be 60 and get into a relationship. There's no time limit to get in a relationship. So my best suggestion to cope with it is just be you. Enjoy the single life. Do things that make you happy. It's the first step I'm going to tell you is love yourself before you get into a relationship. Because if you don't love yourself before getting into a relationship, you're going to be fighting a battle within yourself of loving yourself and loving that other person. So it is perfectly fine that you're not in a relationship right now. Do you use birth control? Your experience? Yes, I do use birth control for medical reasons. I never just thought about going on birth control, but I went to the OBGYN, and I actually have a whole video about my birth control experience, and I will link it down in the description. But do I like birth control? It's like 50-50 with me. Am I against it? No. But it definitely is a roller coaster of emotions for me, but there is benefits to birth control. It's not just to not get pregnant. It's also to regulate your periods, to balance out certain issues like balancing out your hormones and things like that. So birth control has a benefit, but it doesn't have a benefit. The emotional part is definitely a struggle, but do your research before getting into it. There are natural ways before starting birth control, but personally I need my birth control because I have PCOS, that pretty much a hormonal imbalance. So there will be a video linked down below about my whole birth control experience. How do I know I like a guy or if I just like the attention? Sis. Okay. Genuinely, from in here. Not from up here. From your heart. You feel it when you really genuinely like somebody. If you don't feel that in your heart, it's all up here. Genuinely. Like if it's just the thought that you're liking. But if you're actually feeling like, dang, I love this person, like I want to be with this person, I could see this person in my future, then that's the actual feeling you're feeling. But if you're just liking it for attention, it's all in your head, because I don't think you should enjoy the attention, because that attention will wear off, and sometimes people will get bored of you if you're not showing feelings, if you're not being yourself and you're just putting up an act. So if you feel it in your heart, then your head, then you genuinely like that person. How to be more confident in your body while having sex? Ooh, this is a good one. To be honest, like I feel like being confident with your body during sex has always been a struggle with me. It's always been a thought that crossed my mind, was how am I gonna feel not insecure? And genuinely, I feel like it's the person you're with. And I feel like it's also your growth within yourself, to know how confident you are. If you struggle with a lot of insecurities and you're not working on yourself and loving yourself, you're definitely gonna have a hard time in the bedroom with your significant other. But if your significant other makes you feel loved, loves everything about you, doesn't look at you with a disgusted look or anything like that, that is great. Nobody should ever make another person feel worthless. So if you're hooking up with a person and they're not attracted to you, yeah, you shouldn't have hooked up with them, because you're just going to struggle more. It's just going to bring more insecurities within yourself when you get to that point in the bedroom. So definitely love yourself and show yourself self-growth and choose the right person. Don't just hook up with anybody, because those are one night stands and that's going to really mess with your mind. And also, you don't know how they genuinely feel about your body. So, what's your opinion on living together with your significant other before marriage? I feel like that's a great thing to do, to be honest, because you get to really feel out how they are living with, like how their habits are, how messy they are, how they take care of themselves, like things like that. You really get to know a person when you live with them before marrying them. I think that's a great decision to do, because you genuinely see who you're marrying, you know? Like, it's not just, oh, I've been with this person 5 years and then you get married. No, you genuinely have to see, like, what they're like behind closed doors and things like that. So, yeah, I think it's good to see, move in with somebody, with your significant other, and living with together before marriage, because it really gives you a taste of what they're like. How do you stay body positive, and how would you encourage other females? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a very positive person. I do like to encourage other females about body positivity. Do I look like I seem like I got it all together? Yeah, in your guys' eyes, but genuinely, I still struggle with my own insecurities and things like that. So, I'm going based off of, like, what I deal with on a daily basis. So, I feel like, how do I deal with body positivity is, I really write, like, notes to myself and, like, letting me know, like in a journal, I, like, write to myself that day and just try to encourage myself, like, do this for yourself, love yourself, do this, like, just write positive stuff to yourself. Another thing I've done to build up body positivity for me is, before I got rid of my body mirror and cracked it, I pretty much used to write on the mirror with erasable markers everything I loved about myself and everything I wanted to work on within myself. And then I feel like that helped me a lot to realize, like, what I love about myself and what I dislike about myself and what I still need to work on. So I feel like that's a good way of building up your body positivity. And the way I say body positivity is just always telling myself that I love me, and just don't let anybody bring you down, because I've let that happen way too many times, is letting people get to my head. And how would I encourage other females is pretty much doing things that are positive, build up new habits, things like that. Work on yourself, whether it's working out. If you feel like you want to make that change within yourself of working out, changing your diet, things like that. But like I said, everybody's beautiful in their own way. If if you love who you are and your body, a number on a scale means so much less, to be honest. So don't worry about numbers and don't worry about people's judgment. Any tips on how to cope with the time of the month? Honestly, I have a really big struggle emotionally with dealing with the time of the month. I definitely get a lot of anger, sadness, more anger, And honestly, I kind of isolate myself during those times, and I kind of take up a hobby, and pretty much I've been actually doing more like meditating and um, coloring and writing in my journal and things like that. So I definitely think that's a good idea um, for the time of the month. And try to just relax, chill, just do something that distract you. Like instead of taking your anger out on the wrong people and then you're gonna regret it later. Okay, so I'm gonna stop there. I have tons, but I'm gonna stop there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.